Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super uber mega excited to be sharing this very quick review on this movie that I've actually just watched very recently, and it's called Novitate. But before we get into further details and talk about the storyline between Cathleen and Kate, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also let me know your personal opinion down below in the comments as well, because like I always say, your opinion does matter. The movie was released in 2017. The film follows a young woman who starts her faith as she trains to become a nun. The movie was released and is available to watch on Netflix and Prime Video as well. And if I'm not mistaken, it's also available for watching on other streaming platforms. Kathleen grows up in an unstable family in the 1950s, rural Tennessee. After attending a Catholic girls' school and watching her mother Nora's life falling apart, she becomes attracted to Catholic faith and decides to join a convent when she is 17. At the Sisters of Bold Rose Convent, she is under the control of Mother Superior, who is cold and traditional. She imposes strict punishments on the young, basically women spending their first months at the convent. Comparatively, the nun overseeing the apostles' direct education. Sister Mary Grace is the warm and progressive, allowing them basically to do stuff a little bit differently. However, Kathleen chooses to spend free time studying the Bible rather than spend time with the other girls. She was basically just living in her own world, doing her own thing, just trying to figure out if this is really what she wants to do for the rest of her life. When the Catholic Church is transitioning to Vatican II, in this period, Mother Superior ignores the letters from basically their superiors requesting the implementation of more liberal practices. Sister Mary Grace finds the notice and challenges the Mother Superior, but the ignorance and leaves the convent. Kathleen completes her tenure as a postulant and becomes a novice, taking her simple vows. Soon through, she starts to feel basically desires to due to intimacy and becomes more reclusive and stops eating as self-punishment. Nora visits to tell Kathleen of her father's basically passing and notice that she looks ill. Nora threatens the Mother Superior, who tells her that Kathleen is devoted to God and no longer her daughter. Kathleen soon collapses from her basically malnutrition and ends up in the basically being sick and finding herself very ill. Finding confidence in Sister Emmanuel, where the two young nuns grow closer until they have a physical encounter. Kathleen's health improves, and that's where everything starts to develop, because once Kate starts to come in the picture, you can actually see that things for her starts to switch up. She starts to have more feelings towards this person, and basically the other sister, she was there for her, and she always had this attraction towards her. She always knew that she wanted something with her, but at the end of the day, they are also in a very difficult situation. So they were just trying to keep things professional, but it was very hard for them because they really started to feel attracted to one another. So, a very quick backstory on how Emmanuel actually went to this convent where Kathleen is actually at. So basically, she had to leave where she was in order to join this convent, because according to the rumors, according to the word around the convent, is that she had to leave because it was a punishment, because she did something she wasn't supposed to do. So in order to avoid certain situations, in order to avoid putting her out, they had to send her somewhere else, and she ends up being at the same convent as Kathleen. So the two, they didn't have much of a connection. Where they actually started to bond is when Kathleen got sick, and in this case Emmanuel, she was the one who was basically ordered in order to take care of her and make sure she eats, she recovers, she has someone to talk to, she has someone she can rely on, and she actually became that person for her. So that's how the two got together and started to bond, to talk about things in life and questioning, on how far they actually want to go with this process on in becoming nuns. It was a very, very difficult situation, and of course at the same time, you can also see that Kathleen's mother was very worried about her, especially when she came to the convent and she see how bad her daughter was doing. Her daughter was losing a lot of weight, and she was just very, very worried about her. Despite everything, we can basically say that Kathleen's mother really loved her. sacrifice for her and wanting the best for her. Of course, she was against her daughter going through this process because, she's not a religion woman, she doesn't believe in religion. So when her daughter decides to go on a opposite path that what she has chosen, of course, they had their ups and downs. And also when it comes to Kathleen's father, he wasn't very present. He left very early in her life. So her mother was the one who took charge and basically, raised her and make sure she had everything that she needed. So when Kathleen decided to make the decision, when she was 17 to go to the basically to the convent, of course it shocked her mom. Her mom was crying. Her mom was saying, "You're too young, you can make the decision. Are you sure this is what you want for the rest of your life?" And of course, at the beginning, Kathleen, she was very confused if this is what she really wanted. But as time progressed, things got real. But when things started to change for Kathleen is when she actually met Emmanuel in this case. When they got intimate, she was questioning maybe she wants more. And not also that she was very close to another nun, and when she found out that that nun also left, it was like, wow, what's going on? Why is this young people they're joining, leaving? So after basically Kathleen and Emmanuel, they got intimate. They had the intimate moment. This way, Kathleen's whole world just changed like from upside down. She started to be very emotional and just questioning everything. And of course, Emmanuel, she also didn't know how to handle the situation, so she has decided to leave the convent as well and not be a nun no more. So of course, Catherine, she wasn't informed by that. She was actually caught by surprise because nobody told her, that Emmanuel have left. She actually found out through her friends, and of course after that it was just for her like a major like blow, because this is someone that she was bonding with, she was spending time with, she was starting to have feelings about that, and this is actually the person that showed her that there might be something else for her. So it's a very difficult movie. Everybody has their own opinion on it, everybody has their own vision on it, but to be honest, this movie is 2 hours long, so you will have time to understand how everything begins, how everything progresses, how everything ends. The movie actually ends up being very educational, because at the beginning of the movie you can see that they put stuff out like a quick throwback, because this one is actually based on a true story, so that makes it even better. So I would highly recommend you also go ahead and go watch this movie, because to be honest, it's really worth it. I was watching it like very close by, very in tune, because I wanted to make sure that I understand every single detail about it. But at the end of the day, moral of the story is that Kathleen, she has decided to leave the convent. She has decided not to go through with, the process of becoming a nun. And not only her, but a lot of other people also had decided not to move forward with it. So it's a very educational topic. And like I said, if you guys have watched the movie, please let me know your personal thoughts down below in the comments, because like I always say, your opinion does matter. So yes, guys, like I said, the movie is available to watch on Netflix and Prime Video and also other streaming platforms, if I'm not mistaken. And I also want to say, if I have mispronounced anything or said anything you might not understand, I truly apologize. I always try to keep it as clean as possible, but if I don't, my bad. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Until the next video, and goodbye.